far reaches of the Arctic, where temperatures plunge to an almost unimaginable minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 50 degrees Celsius. The routines of everyday life take on a starkly different character. For the nomadic peoples of the north, whether Nenets, Evenki, Chukchi, or Inuit, the simple acts of going to the toilet and taking a wash become carefully choreographed rituals that blend ancient tradition with ingenious adaptation. There are no heated bathrooms, no running water, no luxury of a quick shower. Instead, survival demands methods as raw and elemental as the landscape itself. When nature calls, there is no porcelain throne or indoor plumbing. Families establish temporary latrines, often a shallow pit dug into frozen ground or compacted snow, positioned downwind of the camp and at a safe distance from water sources. In winter, digging through ice-cemented soil requires wooden or bone spades, each stroke revealing layers of permafrost. Once the pit is complete, it is lined with branches or birch bark to prevent collapse and to insulate against sheer cold. After use, the hole is covered with snow or earth, and a cairn of stones or a marked stick reminds others of its location. In this way, waste is contained, water remains uncontaminated, and the footprint on the pristine tundra is minimized. Hygiene follows strict necessity. Toilet paper is scarce. Regular deliveries arrive only during twice-yearly supply caravans, so natural alternatives become vital. Bark stripped from willow or birch trees, soft and fibrous mosses harvested in summer and dried for winter use, or even smooth stones serve as cleansing tools. When supply runs low, families turn to sheep's wool or wadded-up scraps of cloth, later washed in heated water when available. After cleaning, hands are quickly rubbed with snow to remove oils and then dried by tucking them inside parkas close to body heat. In this frozen realm, damp skin freezes within seconds, so total dryness is a matter of survival. Washing the body is another feat. Without running water or heated showers, nomads rely on a combination of snow, steam, and heated stones. In summer, melting snow over a pot or quillic lamp produces lukewarm water for sponge baths. A metal basin, often an old kerosene drum cut in half, is filled, and a cloth is dipped and wrung to scrub away grime. During the long winter, however, water freezes almost instantly. To bathe in subzero temperatures, a kettle of water is placed atop a small camp stove or the quillic fire. Once it reaches a tolerable temperature, the steam is captured under a makeshift tent flap, creating a sauna-like pocket. Family members slip inside for brief sessions, letting the steam open pores and loosen dirt. Within seconds, they wipe themselves down with warm cloths. The process is swift. Prolonged exposure invites frostbite, and ends with vigorous rubbing against furs and sheepskins to restore circulation and warmth. Hair washing, an even rarer luxury, occurs only a few times a year, if at all. When needed, heated water is mixed with a pinch of soap, often homemade from animal fats and lye, to cleanse scalps. Hair is rinsed quickly with more hot water, then wrapped in thick cloths and pressed close to the body until nearly dry. In extreme cold, damp locks freeze solid. For many nomads, wearing hair in tight braids or under thick fur hats becomes more practical than risking exposure. Toilet and bathing rituals are deeply embedded in communal life. Elders impart their knowledge to younger generations through demonstration and story, passing down tips, like preheating stones under the fire to warm water, or using specific mosses known for their mild antiseptic properties. Privacy is maintained by snow walls or fur screens, but Essential tasks unfold in the open, under pale skies and swirling snow. The nomad's approach to hygiene is not one of comfort, but of necessity, a balance between physical cleanliness and the ever-present demand for warmth and speed. In the Arctic, where a single drop of water can spell disaster if frozen against the skin, the simple acts of going to the toilet and taking a wash become calculated rituals of survival. Yet, through these austere practices, the nomads maintain dignity, health, and a continuity of tradition that has carried them across millennia of ice and wind. In a world that few can imagine, their ingenuity ensures that even at minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit, the most basic human needs are met with grace and resilience.